閣僚退散.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In today's video, I want to talk about the one esports fight Tokyo Invitationals that just took place. This tournament was insane. And not only that, but the Tekken community, bro, you guys be saying the craziest things, like not only on Twitter, but in the Twitch chat. This tournament was pretty crazy. Day one, I'll summarize day one real briefly. Sir, SER, this person did a really good job. The thing that I was really proud about is the fact that they were playing what's considered one of the worst characters in the game. I always see Eddie mains and people just say Eddie is too weak and Eddie can't be played at tournament and all these different things, but to see him use a character that everyone just says is worthless and do so well with that character, it just shows that you don't need buffs to win. Some of the characters that were the strongest in the game, Akuma, Geese Howard. One thing too about having the strongest character in the game, right? This is really about Chikrin, right? Chikrin was recently knocked out of the regional finals. The only way he could participate in the Tekken World Tour finals in Amsterdam is if he survived through the LCQ and he make it. 3 people will get out, so that's his only opportunity. So this Tokyo Invitationals was his chance to show that he can beat Knee or beat Arslan, or he can, perform. When Chikrin was playing Knee and Chikrin was playing Arslan Ash, he was playing very risky. He was doing a lot of weird things, like he just was playing strange. And I don't know if it's him being nervous or if it's everyone knows that matchup like the back of their hand and he's running out of options, because even the commentator said it at one point when he was fighting Arslan Ash. I guess there's a certain thing that Geese can do to Zafina if she goes into the mantis stance or one of her stances, right? The whole time Arslan would just never use that stance. He would just never use what he know can be used against him. And this is kind of the thing about Geese and Akuma and just these powerful godlike characters. Yes, they're super powerful, but at the same time people have so much experience against them, so it kind of works against you sometimes, where yes, your character is powerful, but people have a good understanding of what makes that character powerful, especially in Arslan's case when you have one of his closest friends, Khan, who's also plays Geese. But at the start of day 2, seeing Chanel beat Arslan Ash 3-0, that was not a good sign. That was not a good sign, because Chanel and Knee, those two are training buddies. Those two are, super close friends. If you look at their Twitter, they're always hanging out. My logic was, if Chanel can beat Arslan 3-0, Knee is probably going to do the same thing. But at the same time, that logic isn't really concrete, because one thing that happened throughout this event that was very crazy in this little top 8. So Chanel beat Arslan Ash. Arslan Ash beat Sir. Sir beat Chanel. So basically you have this 3-way triangle between these competitors. One person beating someone but losing to someone else who the person they beat lost to. It's very confusing. I'll try to put a diagram up so you guys can see exactly what I mean, but it's very fascinating to just see how that plays out. It's kind of an old saying, but it's somewhere out there, someone can beat you. Maybe someone else can beat them, but that person will just understand and just realize what it is that you're doing and be able to stop it. And I think that was one of those instances. I wouldn't be surprised if Chanel and Knee was studying Arslan and vice versa. One thing that I thought was very funny, this is a tweet from Speed Kicks. Chikrin and Book, 2 Jin mains, 2 of the best Jin Kazama players in the world, enjoying a nice game of CVS3. I mean, I don't know what it is. Honestly, it's hard to even say that they're Jin mains now. I haven't seen Chikrin pick Jin in I don't know how long. Book sometimes picks a Jin, but it's really a 50-50 whether he'll go Akuma or he'll go Jin. Talking about the Knee versus Arslan Ash. Now, of course, everyone was looking forward to this for so long. And when it first started off, right, so Arslan was in loser bracket. He lost to Chanel, so he was going to have to beat Knee in 2 sets. That's 6 matches. And when it started off, Knee was just performing at just a higher tier than ever. He quickly started pulling away from Arslan Ash, and as I'm watching this fight between these two, I was thinking about a tweet that Arslan Ash put out. I want to read it to you guys because I think it does play a big role into what happened. About halfway through the top 8, Arslan Ash tweeted, "I'm literally shivering while playing the game due to weakness and the temperature," basically saying the room is too cold. And this was just another sign of him not going to beat me. And he was, when this tweet came out, he wasn't even playing me. I think he was playing like Sir, or he was playing AK, someone else, right? But he was already talking about the temperature. When I seen that tweet from Arslan Ash, even before he started fighting me, I just had a gut feeling that he was not going to win, because this year Knee has been on point, and you're going to have to bring your A game to beat him. After Knee went up 2 matches immediately against Arslan Ash, I was like, yikes, this might be a 3-round blowout. But what was really surprising to see is once it got to that 3rd match, that close encounter, Arslan started to adapt. He started to learn. He started to warm up, I guess I would say. And it was kind of interesting to see how he was fighting back, and he was trying to put up a fight. But I think it was Markman who said, no, I think it was Rip. Spaghetti Rip said, there's only so many times you can make a comeback. And I think it was about 3 games or so where it came down to the wire, last seconds, and then Arslan Ash was able to clutch it. Or there was some instances where Knee choked. He like collapsed under the pressure for a split second, and he didn't do a proper combo, or he just dropped it, or whatever.
Mark of Arslan Ash's gameplay. The wall
Oh my god! The rage drive! And again, I had a feeling that there's not long left on the clock as well. Rage available! Oh my god, plus frames!
Oh!
Aye! Oh my god, blue
Finally used it. Alright,
there's only 5 seconds left.
There's no time!
Oh my god! The sidestep! Arslan Ash stays alive here! He's trying to go for the snake, it's not gonna work.
On? The time, he's waiting for the time!
It's going down to the wire. Is this gonna be the tournament for Knee? Is he gonna take it over Arslan? Down 2, nice block! No, it's not over! It is not over yet! Arslan Ash stays alive by the skin of his teeth!
I can only imagine the amount of pressure both of these players was feeling in this moment, because me myself just watching as a spectator, I was like, this is intense. So these two having this kind of tension all year, all pandemic, on Twitter they have their little back and forth quarrels, Knee telling Arslan to stay humble, and all these different things, you know. To see it go down this way was crazy. After being defeated by Knee, Arslan puts on Twitter, he's currently the strongest. And Arslan Ash is saying that Knee is currently the strongest. I think he's giving props to Knee and giving him credit for that win, because that was a magnificent win. And the other way you could look at it, which I think is kind of funny, is Feng is the strongest. This is what I love about Twitter. You will tweet something out, and then some time will pass, and then people will bring up that old tweet and then like rub it in your face. One of the most recent examples of this is when Knee said Alyssa was C tier and then lost to Alyssa. After the update where Feng got a little bit of a nerf, he tweeted out, "Feng is dead. I think he was sniped because he won the tournament." Rip simply quote tweeted this with an arrow, basically saying, is he really dead? I mean, we've seen this so many times with the pro players where 1 or 2 moves is changed. These characters have like 60, 70, 80, 90 moves. 1 or 2 moves is changed, and all of a sudden the character's dead. I don't know when a character truly becomes dead, but I know it's not the first nerf. Feng is still really powerful, but at the same time, you have Knee being the one to use them, right? I do want to see these two continue fighting. Hopefully they can run into each other once again in the Tekken World Tour, because that's the thing, this is not a Tekken World Tour match. It's still a tournament, but it's not a part of the Tekken World Tour. So I would like to see these guys play again, because this is Tekken at the highest of highs. Watching these two play is just so intense and so enjoyable. Thank you everyone for watching. That's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. See you next time, and bye bye.